Yeah. So all right, Maxos. So we are recording. You can start up by telling us your updates, your new developments in your life.
Okay, my dear people of the book.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I mean, it's been a very rough time, many ways in life. I've been interviewing a lot because I am getting out of this job. But
Mm-hmm.
more important than that, I have recently been sort of dating this guy
Mm-hmm.
that I used my shock doctrine with. Once I met him online, I
Wait,
started.
do I know about this? What are you talking about?
No, it's a new one. It's been like
Oh,
2 weeks. I think we've been talking with
no,
this
no,
guy.
no. What did you say?
Shock
Shock
doctrine.
Shock
doctrine?
doctrine.
Yeah, my
I
shock
don't know. I
doctrine
don't
is
think I know about this.
oh yeah. Well, let me tell you. So let me read you the messages that I sent him.
You're trying to shock him?
Oh yeah. 1 second.
So what outrageous
Uh,
shit did you say for him to be like, I like you?
right. So then I started telling him, oh, hold on. Mm,
Jesus.
I
How
that doesn't
sexy
sound
is
person.
Luigi?
Okay, I
Now,
told him.
Daniel. Okay, wait 1 second, Daniel. You cannot be arguing against the man. You must be
Yes,
wanting him.
obviously, yes. I'm taking the crazy position of being against murder. Yes, I am.
Do,
I told him,
do you? Oh, hold on,
babe,
hold on, hold
you're
on, hold on.
already.
1 second, Daniel. Daniel, do you think him killing
Oh
one
no.
individual?
Wait. We're gonna have to do this. We're gonna have to pause this. Let's do the Maxos thing, and then
Okay, okay, yeah, yeah,
we can
yeah.
go
Okay,
into it.
fine. All right. Sounds good. All right. Sorry,
I,
Maxis. Go
I'm
ahead.
like, babe, you're already all handsome and stuff, and I need to sweat it. And then I started saying, okay, when are you free? Okay, I'm coming tonight. Like this is literally the first time I was telling to him. So anyway, I basically we did a like very intense back and forth with me being very explicit, me sending him pictures of him with Photoshop me in it, stuff like that. So yeah, shock doctrine. And yeah, so the guy's hot
Wait, did you
and
create the shock doctrine, or did you hear about this?
no, I created it, of course. It's my
Okay.
style. It's my strategy. It only
Okay.
works for some people because other people will be scared off, right? You know what I mean?
Well, I
So
thought that was the point.
no, 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 no. The point is that you're trying to catch him, right? And but like it's with intensity. Anyway, so the guy's weird. He came over. We made dinner. But like he's like no sex, nothing like that. I'm like okay, whatever. And
Mm-hmm.
we hugged still, okay.
Hugs.
And then well, yeah, then like he gave me some like bad vibes. Like he was like I was telling him about a friend who made advances on me and I refused. And he was like, "Oh yeah, sometimes it's good to put people in the right box or something." And I'm like, "Okay, well, I have a couple of boxes I want to put you in." I told him, right? And and he was like, "Oh yeah, friends or something." And like I don't know, it felt like he was trying to friend zone me a little bit, so I got a little upset about that.
Okay.
But let me clarify that. And so then the day after, we went on a hike together, holding hands. Then we came home. We watched movies. We cuddled, and then the guy went somewhere, and then we're supposed to meet again. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's about it. I mean, he's kind of strange. He's very kind of a little. I don't know if basic is too offensive a word, but like he is
Simple.
like I told him like he doesn't feel creative as a I don't know how to say it. Like it's just a person who like for example on Sunday, when he was here, I
Mm-hmm.
asked him, he has this brother who like he okay, here's the thing. He's very self-censoring.
Okay.
Like he does not like for example, he doesn't like me to curse, use swear words.
What?
He-
What? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So I asked him, "Are you from a like the religious background or something?" And I think it. I mean, his parents, I think, are kind of traditionalists, and he
Well, I
cannot
mean,
like.
I think for gay guys, holding hands before fucking is reversed too, right?
I agree, but they kind of forced me to do that, which is
Okay.
ridiculous. That's the stupid
Wait,
thing.
how do
Like
you
he didn't
know
want to
that,
do it.
Daniel? Like, what the fuck?
Well, because gay guys fuck first before any kind of real
Yeah, that's the
intimacy.
way you get
Okay.
acquainted.
Okay.
I mean, that's the way you get acquainted with a person. I mean,
If you see gay guys holding hands, you're assuming that's a couple.
they're
That is
married. Yeah.
true. I guess, yeah. Okay, sure. Good point.
So anyway, so his
But
brother
no,
called.
no kissing, no.
Well, he keeps teasing me, but he doesn't want to actually kiss. So, so the closest thing is like I could kiss his cheek. But
Okay,
I think
okay.
the idea being that next time we meet, we would get down with it. But get down to business, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Um, I
Okay,
don't
so
know.
something about his family happened?
Yeah, because like his brother called basically while we were together, and they were on the phone for like half an hour because basically his brother lived for 6 years with his partner. He's also gay, apparently. They're twins, I think. And he lived for 6 years with his partner, renting from his parents, and his
Mm-hmm.
parents being not accepting of their gayness and also not knowing that he was gay. So his parents found out, like imagine how dumb. His parents found out that the guy was gay, and now both of their children are gay now they have realized, which
Mm-hmm.
means that they're gonna probably shoot themselves or something. And they were
Okay.
renting from them, you know what I mean? Like crazy shit. So anyway, the
Yeah.
point is like it looks like there's some like cheesy 90s sort of dynamics in that. I don't know. I don't know. It's like okay, that's the thing that you guys probably cannot relate to. Like the Bay Area is weird because sometimes you meet people who live in different bubbles.
Mm-hmm.
And like clearly this guy does not live in the techie bubble. And so like it's kind of hard to relate because like he lives by conventions and ideas that are kind of they feel outdated, but they also feel simply not in touch with the rest of the area. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so is this guy like super hot? Is this why you are into him? What's the deal?
He's very handsome,
Uh-huh.
but he's also fun. He plays along with it.
Okay. Uh,
He's
I,
affectionate. So what?
okay. Okay. And it's on Grinder you guys met?
Of course not.
I
If
don't
we
know.
had met on Grindr, we're fucked. Okay.
Ah.
Oh god, Daniel, please, can you please take over because this person is not making any sense. Uh, we
Yeah,
This is
a
the app
guy
that's this is the app you
a
said
guy
that you
like
use.
him, a guy like him who might not even be on Grinder.
of course, I'm sure. I mean, yes, exactly. That's what I assume, which is pathetic, but whatever, right?
But that's
Yeah,
probably also part of the reason you're smitten with him, because
not really.
he's making it he's making it a
No,
little more difficult.
but I don't
Maybe
really
it's the
care for that.
appeal
That's
of him being a virgin to it. Maybe that's it.
he's not a
His
virgin, and I
innocence?
don't really
No, no,
care
no.
for
I
that.
meant like his innocence to
I don't
your world, I guess maybe is
I
what
don't care.
makes it appealing.
No,
No?
Well, I
no, no,
think
it
it
doesn't.
could be a sign, though, if it was actually going to be a partnership, it could
Hmm.
be a sign that he'd be more likely to be faithful than the other gays that are.
Uh, I don't. I strongly disagree with that conclusion. By the way, we
What, you
had
think
a
whores are more likely to be faithful?
possibly, yeah, because they have explored whatever.
Oh, you're saying they got it out of their system, yeah? Because
Yeah,
it's because
correct.
horniness doesn't just come back a day
That's
later.
the No, but yeah, but no, but that's exactly the counterpoint though, because horniness doesn't just go away just because you're not on Grinder, right? So it's like
Well, there people have different horniness levels.
no, but this guy, believe me, this guy, like that's what I'm trying to say. This guy is like kind of a little bit self-repressed. Like for example, he doesn't like cum, and it's like why? Like what are you talking about? Why are you so repressed?
It's
Well, how
You
not
know
many
what I mean?
times has he
listen,
tasted?
first of all, it's not
Uh,
repressed. I don't even like when I come. What the fuck are you saying? It's disgusting. What are you saying,
what
Maxos? There's
are you?
valid reasons for why you would not like your own
Are you?
discharge.
Are you mentally ill? I mean, yes, but
No.
like, I mean, specifically in this situation, why
I
would you
mean,
say that?
I dispose of it as quickly as possible after the
Exactly.
I mean,
case.
There is a like to it, you know?
well, obviously, cum expires very quickly. That's why you want to have it in your mouth directly. Duh. But
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
like
All us straight guys are
So
thinking the same.
it can expire in your stomach.
no, no. Once it's used, when it's inside of you, it's
What
fine.
if you're constipated?
I don't think that
How long?
that
What's the shelf life?
I don't see how
Jesus.
that.
I don't know. You just don't want rotten cum in your tummy.
But like, okay. Anyway, so point being
That's just
that
the
I
way you
don't know.
said that, Daniel. Okay.
He feels
Mhm.
like self-censoring. Like I don't care for that so much. Like it feels a little bit not okay. And we also had a sort of a small controversy about. So he said that he was coming out of a bad relationship where uh basically the guy cheated on him, but the way he found out is that the guy, oh, by the way, well, no, because the guy was living in Seattle and was in the military, and it was like all of the red flags, like all of the possible red flags. And so I was like, dude, stop focusing on the cheating. That relationship was crap. Like all the red flags were there, right? I hate when people focus on the cheating just because it's a
There
clear
was
cut thing.
there was a
Just
by the way in there that
uh,
you
yeah, the by the
decided
way is
not to
that,
go with.
well, the by the way is that before we had the conversation, we had a different conversation. I forget how that got initiated, but I said, which is something I believe in and I've believed in for a long time. It's like people, like I find it very immature and pathetic when people over focus on cheating. Like I find it very a little childish.
I
Like
agree with you,
cheating
Maxos.
is a symptom.
Wait,
Like
what do you mean?
yeah, let me finish. So cheating is a symptom of an issue. Of course it's not a pleasant thing to be done to you, but if you like, there is let's put it this way: a relationship where the only issue is cheating is that's not an issue at all, unless unless you think it's an issue from a sanitary perspective. But like issues, relationships where cheating happens is it's happening because of much more serious issues with the relationship, right? Of distance, of
Mm-hmm.
abuse, of whatever, right? So there's many other things.
Lack of
So
stuff. That's
yeah, whatever.
primarily.
So basically, what I'm trying to say is that it's very immature and childish when people, oh my God, they attended because they cheated on me. What? What? No, you just, for whatever reason, noticed the day or came to realize all the issues that specific day just because a very clear cut thing happened. Because you need a clear cut thing because you're a fucking child. Okay.
Mm.
So basically, I didn't say all
Sure.
those things, but I did say how I think people really I think there are much worse things than cheating in a relationship. And he was like, and then I discover why he was kind of hung up on that point,
Mm-hmm.
because that's how his last relationship happened. But then after he told me that, then he told me all the other details, and I'm like, okay, but dude, like that thing, I mean, that relationship was bad. So also, the way if I found out is that, which is so that's the thing I can't. Okay, I get the icks. Okay, I get the icks when people do things that I perceive as immature in a relationship, right? Like I immediately. So and like the guy found out because the guy that his boyfriend cheated on him with sent him a bunch of pictures of them fucking, which is such a childish
Yeah.
thing. It's so high school. I can't it's
Yeah, I
just
heard Pete
turned off.
Davidson did that. That's why Mac Miller killed himself.
Oh, that's cute. Sorry, Pete Davidson is cute. I can't get turned off by him.
Well, yeah, I don't get that one, but yeah, I agree with the childish stuff being icky, although, you know, I mean, in some ways it's kind of endearing because they have a childlike quality that's whimsical.
Jesus.
Yeah, but I'm not. Yeah, but I can play with that. You know.
It's like they just don't. It's operating on pure emotion rather than really thinking about. Oh, does
But
this
it's
make
not just.
sense?
But I don't know if it's about emotion though. I mean, it's about like playing by very high school rules, like things that are very. It feels very quaint and outdated. Like that's I guess one.
Well, and just not really thinking about the fact that other people are people.
Yeah, yeah,
Right?
yeah, yeah.
I think it comes down to some kind of weird entitlement, like that people feel
I
like
don't,
they're owed or some shit like that.
I don't think it's entitlement. I think it's really like the way people like find their rules to live by, and they just think like, okay, well, there are the rules. The rules is that at some point they'll cheat and that's the end of the relationship, and like there's like little rules, and I think this guy is kind of like that. Like he's not.
Mm.
Actually, maybe that's the way what I was looking for. Like the guy does not feel like an author. He doesn't feel like a guy who makes rules for himself and like is an author of his own life. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like he feels like a guy who just goes by conventions and without very critically evaluated them.
Okay, I can understand.
I find those types annoying too.
Yeah.
I don't think I find them annoying, but I think they're just like, eh. They're like, yeah, no. They're
Well,
the
it's
forest
not
while you're
fun.
walking through the trees.
Well, it's just not fun to talk to them.
I
That's the thing.
guess.
It's kind of weird with him because there are some things that are fun to talk to with him, and then he resorts to some more like very standard kind of milk toast, like expressions. Like yeah, I don't know. It's kind of strange. I think it's fun enough, but he borders a little bit on that. Yeah. But
Okay.
like it's hard to get him to say, okay, why do you believe that? Why is that important to you? Like it's very hard to, like you have to pull it out of him, right? It's not gonna offer it. It's just gonna say, okay, that's how it is. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's my main development.
Yeah,
What
but
else?
you're still into the guy or whatever, right? Or what's the deal? Are you
I'm
still
still to
into
the
him?
guy. Still to the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, sorry, I did have a development. Now I remember the development that I wanted to give. Okay, it's more fun. It's quicker but more fun.
Okay,
Is
so
this is weeks old now? Because it's been a
yeah,
while.
yeah. This is what he wanted us to do the podcast with
Yeah.
Okay,
2 weeks
okay.
ago. Yeah,
So,
go ahead.
so as you know, recently I've been kind of exploring more like young guys,
Mm-hmm.
and so I think this guy's what 20, and we met on Hinge, right? And he so he lives pretty far away,
Okay.
and I honestly don't even know how this is even not even sure how I want to introduce that, but basically we texted a bunch, and then we got a little, sexting, and then we got, uh, you know, we talked a lot. And so I told him, hey, look, but like you also need to be realistic. There's a big age gap, plus you live far away, right? So I mean, we'll see what we can do. But like, I was trying to be very honest, with him. And then, we started talking. We planned on meeting up,
Mm-hmm.
and then we had a big conversation about relationships and stuff. And then one day he was like, "Oh, I like to be on calls, whatever, and sleep, like, fall asleep on calls, like a very baby kind of, like very,
Oh
very,
God.
yeah, very, very teenager kind of thing." But okay, fair. I mean, he's 20.
Uh-huh.
So okay, so we go on Discord. We have that. Okay, that's great. I mean, I like that too. And so the day after, I asked him, "Hey, do you want to go be on a call on Discord tonight as well?" And he's like, "Yeah." And then we do that. And then
Mm-hmm.
uh, around like 11 p.m., he tells me, "Oh, I need to record something right now, so I'm gonna hang up and I'll call you around midnight." I'm like, "Okay." And then I keep doing my things. I was working, and around midnight he calls me, but through Discord, but the notification didn't go through. Basically, I don't see the notification, and so he
Okay.
texts me and say, "Hey, why aren't you replying?" I'm like, "Oh," and then I call him back on Discord, and he doesn't pick up, and he starts texting me, "Oh, you don't like me anymore. Oh, you abandoned me."
Oh
Like
Ooh,
no.
oh
literally like that.
boy.
And I was so turned off by that like behavior, and I was very harsh with the kid. And I'm kind of sad that I was like, I wish I had been more. But I was gaslighting to me, because it's like I called him back after literally 3 minutes. Like I'm not exactly 3 minutes, and the guy was already doing that, and he was like, "No," I told him, and so I was being a little condescending. I was like, "Okay, why don't you go back to our conversation and realize that you're not making any sense?" I'm like, "Hey, why?" And then I told him, "I think you're psychotic, and you should get help." Which, to be honest, I kind of do believe. And yeah, so stuff like that. I was a little too harsh, but that was, oh my god, like literally that thing was like all like rosy and affectionate until that point, and then he was like, "Oh, I don't feel safe anymore. Bye." So anyway, that was
Yeah,
fun.
that is something else. I didn't know that men did such things.
Oh, yeah.
If they're 20 and gay.
And
Well,
the guy was like,
I
"No."
don't think I've ever
When I
interacted with someone who's 20 and
Listen,
gay
when I
like
told the
that.
guy, there's a big age gap, right? And he
Uh-huh.
was like, "Oh, but I'm very mature." He told me, "I'm very mature," and then he
That's
died.
what they all say.
Oh God! I swear to God, I asked him to have the call that day,